Hello and welcome back to Planet Crafter. In the last episode, we got the T2 algae creator thingy here, which should alleviate our issues with algae collection. Because look, one algae from this node, one algae from this node, and like 14 from this one. You see this? So we, at this point, have no more issues with algae, which is something that I absolutely like to say out loud, because algae was something that we were waiting forever for. Algae, I'm going to dump all in here, and look at this. We have like a whole storage chest full of algae now. This unlocks a lot for us in terms of this, which is, excuse me, fertilizer. We can pretty much make it will, and bacteria sample, we can pretty much make it will. That's great for us for a couple of reasons. Number one, right here, T2 biodome it costs a lot. 2 fertilizer, 2 bacteria sample, but it's pretty easy. It also, I think, is justification for us to upgrade our T1 algae generator to a T2 algae generator pretty easily, because we see how many equivalent algae we're able to create. Fertilizer needs 1 sulfur and 2 eggplant. That shouldn't be a problem. 2 eggplant, these are almost done. And sulfur is also not a problem due to our recent haul. So there is that. And we should just be able to, let me see. Yeah, so 2 bioplastics were good. 1 magnesium were good. 2 super alloy and water bottles were good. I think we could just deconstruct these 2 and just construct the second level, because these level 1s are so much worse than the level 2 that I didn't even anticipate how big of a difference it would be. I mean, you saw there was, what, 10 things that we collected there, plus it's significantly better in plant generation, which is this number over here, biomass. So it's moving now, right? We just kind of doubled that production. So now that we have that, we have pretty much, we're solid, like I said, on algae. Really not an issue anymore. I think we start generating tree bark here. It's a lot, like we said. So fertilizer, bacteria sample. Let's just see quickly. Bacteria sample is just 3 water, 3 algae. So we can make at least 1. And then, let me just check. I did make a second water collection thingy in anticipation of needing the water bottles. There you go, that's enough. Needing the water for things. So that is enough where I should be able to go like this and get our second bacteria sample. I do have a couple extra water bottles here, so we're good to go. So we got the 2 bacteria samples. All we really need then is 2 of these. So 2 eggplants and a sulfur will be good soon. Oh yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. So we need 2 sulfur. 1, 2. And 6 algae. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think we know why I'm not really worried about using it. It's kind of trivial to get back. Super alloy and sulfur. We have no clue what that does, for the record. Generates tree bark and a crapload of oxygen. So it's good. We don't know why we want tree bark just yet, so I assume we'll figure that out. Alex is at 85%, so the water's going to keep rising. And our electricity is what I was checking. We don't have nearly enough, but our aluminum extractors, if you recall over there, we made aluminum extractors. It kind of made it so we have infinite aluminum. So let's just make T2 solar panels, because they're plus 20 each. Good. That now puts us in a position where we are definitely good, and we can just make this, right? Yeah. Okay, so the question becomes, where do we want to make this, and how big is it? It's pretty big. Why don't we have it coming off of the other? So that wall is our food wall currently. So let's just do this here, here, and now we can pull it this way. There. And if we really wanted to, we can make a door there. I think we should make a door there, but one thing at a time. What the heck did we just make? This is cool. It looks very sciencey. This is really cool. We got like trees on here and stuff, but tree bark container. Do we need... Do you think it, oh, it's generating tree bark from there. So we can collect tree bark, which is cool. We don't know really what tree bark does, but I assume it's going to be probably an advanced material that we'll understand more about later. Oxygen generation is up there, but it doesn't really matter. Next thing, because we got the T2 biodome, you know what? I actually think we want to do this shredder machine. I don't love using an osmium for it, but we're in a position where if you look at my resources here, like I'm pretty much maxing several of them, or at least we will soon. And with continued collection of resources from our extractors, we actually want that thing that I said, why would I ever want the shredder machine? So I can throw my extras in there because items don't go away. So in order to do this, we need super alloy, uranium, osmium, and explosive powder. Explosive powder is the only one. It's just sulfur, iridium, which is honestly really not a big deal. So super alloy, uranium, and osmium. There's one osmium. And there's a super alloy. So I can make this. I think I'll just put this here. And then, like we said, automatically destroys content when inventory is full. That's confusing. This will be good for if I do my extraction run or runs from the extractor, like I said, and I have extras, which I've already had happen to me once. We can get, let me see. This T2 biodome actually is very low plants, but it's because we get bark, I guess. We don't really care about bark yet, but we will, I'm sure. T2 algae generator, we are good on. We don't really have too much else, so we'll do a little bit exploring. It seems to be a pretty good thing to do in the interim. We should check our ore extractors. That's what we should do. Let's grab these. Grab these. We should... Ooh. What are you doing in there? We should do grab our ore extractors and our algae. Let's do a little bit of harvesting really quick. Yeah. I mean... So, there you go. I have an infinite amount of algae. Inventory full. Yeah. Good. Okay. That's not a problem. Which is great. One resource down that we do not have to worry about. Put it in here. At this point, we're actually going to need separate... We're going to have separate containers on the outside wall that have... Like this, we need an algae container. Just go ahead and do it. 3. So I'm going to push it way back into the wall like this to give us the most space. Just going to be... This is just going to be straight up an algae container. Okay, good. And we'll do the extractors. You don't really need to watch me do the extractors. I'll make a run on both, and then I'll come back, and then we can go explore a little bit. I think we probably want to explore out there. We haven't really explored that direction far at all. It looks like it's kind of unlocked now, and we might find some new resources, like some of those white crystals or stuff like that. So I'll cut back in after I do my ore runs and clean them out. Okay, so I spent a little bit more time organizing and just collecting from the extractors and stuff, and I got a little bit of things that I'm prepared to upgrade. I waited to cut back into the recording. There's a couple of things that I realized I never upgraded for myself. So for example, we currently have the T1 mining speed chip. We can easily get T2 mining speed and T3 mining speed. Just jump right up to from 10% to 30%. So that's silicone super alloy and then silicone aluminum super alloy. So silicone, and then it was one more of, actually, you know what? Let's just grab all that stuff. So that was, which one we said? This one, the T2 mining speed. We can also do the T3 mining speed, might as well. That increases our mining speed up to 30%. I'll take it. The other thing I wanted to do is the T2 agility boots. It increases our movement speed. We're using a lot of super alloys, but with our resource collection, it's really not a big deal to do that. So that should make me go faster. Yeah, it seems faster. We can get the T2 microchip torch. Seems better. We can get this. I don't have that ready for creation. The blueprint pinning, I can see that being useful for sure. And then the other stuff that we can do is over here. It's this guy, T5 backpack, to increase backpack size. Look at our inventory now. That is fantastic. Really nothing else needed. And yep, we're good to go. So that potentially does a lot for us in terms of some personal upgrades, which I will absolutely take. We're also in a new blueprint foundation slope. That is right. We unlocked a couple of blueprints while you guys were out. They were, let me remember. Oh, the lake water collector collects and filters water from water surface. That's cool. Probably puts an end to any water collection issues. It probably just generates a ton of water. I think it's worth making because it's not that much. The bioplastic nuggets are a decent amount that we can look into, but otherwise, I think we might as well make it in general. And the other thing we got was not on this list. I just want to make sure. It's actually a rocket. We got the plant generation rocket up here, which is, remember, we can't do that one because we can't make the super alloy rod. But here, rocket engine, super alloys, fertilizer, lerma, and tree bark. I think we aim for this. This is going to help us out significantly so I think that's what we look to do in the next episode, or maybe later this one, we'll see, but is to build out that plant rocket. We could pretty much make it as it stands now, but I do want to do a little bit of exploring. So let's explore a little bit. So with this information here, we're gonna head out in this direction. Let's take some water and food. We'll need to get replenished. So let's go here, grab one of you, and we'll take, that should be good. You know what I probably do want though is my combo of living compartments. So 2 iron, titanium, silicone. So there and then there. So that allows us to make a like a living environment out here, even if we're pretty far out, excuse me. We've really never been out past this wreck right here before. We did explore this wreck once. We attempted to do it a second time in like the last episode or two, but then we ended up running out of energy back at the base. We had to figure that out. So for now, I want to go look over here. I see some shiny things over here, and then back there I saw some shiny things. We'll kind of walk around a little bit with our oxygen compartment that we have in our back pocket. What I'm hoping for is maybe we consider bringing a mining extractor out here, and that I still hold out hope that we can extract osmium. Oh, we saw that blue water over there. That's interesting. We saw this on the map, this arch. We could head out that way and check that out. This is a really cool area. But the ores don't seem unique. I would like to put an ore extractor down around here and see what comes out. That would be interesting to me. Just little waterfall areas, really. And this... I'm just trying to look over this ledge to see if there's any... I mean, there is a box there. But I don't really care about that right now. Cave behind the waterfall. We can check that. Might be some rare ores here. Just ice. This is interesting. Gotta watch out for my oxygen because I don't think I can build down here. So you know what? Let's just preemptively build the little base. Oh, look, we ended up coming down here anyway. Feels a little cheaty to do this to get oxygen that easily, but it's fine. We'll check... I will check this out. Bioplastic nugget's always good. We'll grab the mushroom seed. Grab these two. Lerma's good, and osmium is good. We'll leave that there. Okay, let's keep going down here. I'd like to just explore these caves a little bit. I'm kind of crossing my fingers that we come across some more valuable ore. However, really not seeing... No, I'm really not seeing much to support that. I will take that, though. This puts us up on top of the mesa area. Nah, we'll head over this direction. Again, nothing really standing out. Some weird looking rocks right there, so maybe that's that new type of ore. That looks interesting. I don't know what that is. Some sort of... Whoa. Is that all ore? Can be destroyed with explosives. That's interesting. What does it take to craft a beacon? And aluminum we don't have. Okay. I'll have to remember that this is out here. And as soon as we can craft explosives, potentially we can get back there. There's a chest. Iridium rod. Nice. Well, I'll tell you what. There you go. Let's make a beacon over here, and we'll put it on there, and we'll just call it explosives needed. Good. It's good to know that, to hold that for later. Color it red. And we'll call it explosives needed. Cool. Yeah, because, I mean, otherwise we might never find this area again. Gotta get our oxygen pod again. There you go, and then... Uh-oh. Well, that could be a problem. Kind of just... We have one oxygen capsule. I'd rather not use it, though. No, we're good. We're good. That was almost an issue. Gotta be more careful if I'm gonna build that. Looks like there might be another cave up here. Which is kind of what we're looking for, really. Any caves or anything interesting? Yeah... There's something back here. I think the whole cave just... We'll take aluminum. Sulfur is better. Yeah, let's just take the sulfur. Because we kind of have that unlimited... Ooh. That's more explosives there. Oh my gosh, that's an entire rocket engine. What don't we want? Well, we can do this. Yes, I would like all of that. So we'll leave the fabric. We'll leave a little bit of the aluminum. Yeah, that's great. More explosives needed here. I don't think we've even come close to unlocking explosives as a thing. Another chest. I'm not going to hit the chest yet. We're going to come back here, and I think that when you open the chest is when it decides what's in the chest. So I'd rather wait until we... Is that my... No, my base is... Oh, that's the big wreck. Right. That still needs to be melted. Okay. So... What's on top of these things? We can't even really get there. We can... Oh, there's a wreck down there. That would be interesting, but it does look difficult to get back. So I think we are going to start heading back in the direction of our ship. We have a full inventory, and now we know we can just head this direction next time, whereas this time we kind of did explore up here a bit. No new ores, unfortunately. Oh, this is interesting. Found another cave, and it's a big one. Yeah, it's a really, really big one. It's got a lot of osmium in it. Goes back quite a ways too. I'd like to mark this one off on the map too. See if we can get... It's very blue in there, which makes me feel like we might be able to put an ore extractor in there, maybe. What do we need for a beacon again? And we have everything for it. We'll call this... change the color to blue. Or to like a light blue, and we'll call this... Big Osmium Cave. Okay, let's head back because I think I'm going to run out of oxygen otherwise. No. We're gonna go around this way. I don't want to push my luck too much. And I have a feeling we are getting close to doing so. I might come back there with an ore extractor just to see what we end up being able to pull out of there. If it is osmium, that'd be great. Alright, made it back and dropped off a bit of my inventory. Something we did pick up is the blueprint microchip. Let's go see what we unlock over here. Fence. Okay, not really excited about a fence, but that's okay. I feel like that's been probably long enough in this episode. We got a ton of equipment upgrades, bigger backpack, faster boots, better flashlight, etc. So a lot we did on this one. With that said, what we're going to be looking to do in the next one is consolidate all of our things, right? Maybe drop these iridium down into iridium rods and stuff like that. But also, I think we have enough where we can go and create the plant growth rocket, which should multiply our plant growth significantly so by like 1,000%. So 10xing that is going to be a big deal. Otherwise, there's a couple other things we need to do and a lot more exploration. So thanks so much for watching. I hope you're enjoying, and we'll see you in the next episode.